everyone thought it was an absolute riot. Everyone was like, who's this girl turning up with her horses out of control? Hello and welcome to another Jolly Jockey video. This week's video, or this video, is going to be Nelly's first ever show video. Or should I say Nelly's first ever competition. Me and Nelly have got dressage tomorrow, don't we? Yeah, we do. It's nothing big and brave and wonderful, but our riding club is hosting a dressage competition locally, so we have entered into the Intro C test. It's the doves going past. We have entered into the Intro C test, which is just walk and trot. We can hack there will be no loading situation, and I just thought it'd be a really nice, calm, relaxed first competition for Nelly. I have no idea if she's ever even done dressage, so big learning curve for her, I think. And I'm starting it tonight, so it's the, don't know the date, but the competition is on Sunday and it's Saturday night or evening, so I'm gonna get her kind of organised, get her bathed and smartened up tonight, but she's gonna go out in the field and then I'll come back tomorrow nice and early and get her back in and possibly have to do it all again. So enjoy me getting her ready, essentially. That's why I'm starting it now. I should add that very sadly me and Nelly are flying solo tomorrow because Heather's still away on her holiday in Jersey, which obviously amazing for her, she's having such a nice time. But I don't know if I've done many competitions without Heather, and it's a shame she's missing our first one. So there's just one Jolly Jockey this video. But my mum, Mama J, is coming with me as a groom / backup support, so you'll see her tomorrow. But anyway, back to getting the horse ready. Bye! So, Nelly has had her mane trimmed. Are you going to stand nicely for the camera? And her bunchies put in. I'm not going to put the plaits in tonight because she's going out in the field. Look at this. This is just... What are these? These are so luscious. And these are so shit. But... what can you do? And yeah. Got her bunchies in for tomorrow morning. Madam is all bathed and organised. She's having her dinner very loudly in the background. I would say that was a mixed bag. In some ways she was better than expected. She stood fairly still for the hose, which Rosie and Walt wouldn't do, so that was good. She was a little bit scared of the sponge. She lost her when I put the Razzle Dazzle spray on. Absolutely lost it. She has been quite scared of sprays like fly spray, mane and tail conditioner, all that sort of thing, so I should have really expected it, but it wasn't. It's not a it was a but I know. Did not like that, so I had to put that onto a mitt and rub it over her, which I will do again tomorrow morning. She's got her bunchies in, ready for me to plait in the morning. I just need to put all this away, and that's us for tonight. Morning. It's competition day. It's bright and early, but it's a look. Oh God! Pigeon. Looking like it's gonna be a lovely day. Miss Nelly has had her feet washed. Baubles have stayed in, so now time to plait her up. And then I'll wait for my mum to come and we'll get going. Hello. Hi. She's a little bit unsettled this morning. Not sure why. It's like she knows that something different is afoot. And it's not that early, it's like 8:30, so we'll see. Are you ready? Wow. So pretty. So pretty. Yeah. You gonna be well behaved? Oh, nope. Hello, this is future Eilidh joining you with a voiceover. We're just going to start whilst I first entered the ring and I was showing Nelly a little bit of the stuffs. I don't think she'd ever seen dressage boards, so I was just letting her see everything. We'd kind of overcooked it in the warm-up, so she can see she's a little bit hollow and against my hand now. And as we approach this corner, my mum freaks out because she freaks out, but the filming's bad. She had a little spook in the corner at this box, which is interesting. She'd already passed it in the other direction, however, for some reason going into the corner by this box is impossible to her. And actually, it looks like she's at the corner already in this video, however, she actually still had another sort of 5 meters to go before she got into the corner, so I couldn't blag my way out of it and try to avoid it during the test. I had to try and get her through it. So I thought, like, let's represent, you know, she's had a minute, she's seen the car. Let's trot past, get her listening to me, as you can see. I thought, right, let's try this again, take 2. Round I go. And actually, very kindly, one of the judges got out of the car to move it because, yep, she wasn't for it. So they took the little white box away. Thank you very much to them. That was very kind. It was only going to make my test even harder. And then, as you can see, absolutely no problemo, straight into the corner. Such a cheeky monkey. Don't know what it was about that, but that's, I guess, why you go to your first one at your local riding club. Okay, I came out of the ring to represent up the centre line, which actually in retrospect I regret because she definitely thought that she was going out and she was kind of like, what are we doing? So again, just a little bit behind the leg, a little bit wobbly around the centre line, and we actually scored a 6 for that, slightly crooked, quarters to the left a little, which I totally agree with. Then we had a circle right 20 meters, which again a little bit above the contact, just quite inconsistent. However, we did manage to get a 6.5, which has maintained rhythm, needs more right bend suppleness, which again I agree with. Her rhythm is nice, I guess. She's just not that supple. Next, we had a straight turn down the centre line again, and then a transition to walk. We actually got 7.5. Well executed turn, if I do say so myself. And then we had to circle left 10 metres in walk, giving and retaking the rein, which we got 6.5 for on this side. We got walk needs to march forward more, and that's kind of how this test goes, to be honest. The walk is what let us down. And then you kind of straighten up and go for a circle 10 metres to the right. This one we got 6. She said clear, give and retake, but walk needs more energy. And I agree, she does look a little bit sluggish. It was quite a hot day, but yeah, we could have done with more oomph. I am carrying a stick and I was kicking myself after for not using it more. Anyway, we then transition to working trot and turn left, which we got a 5 for. As you can see, it was absolute pants. And again, she said crooked, which I agree with. Then we're going for some symmetry. We turned left 20 metres at E, which we got a 7 for. Balance, bend, size and shape. Needs a little more fluid energy, but well shaped, she said. Which I agree with. I was trying to make the test really accurate because I knew we were losing points in impulsion. But yeah, it does look quite nice on reflection. And then we're going to come down in at A, commence a 3-loop serpentine. So we actually got a 7 for this as well. Kept rhythm, pleasing loops, but just behind the bit a little, which as you can see on the turn, she does drop behind the bit a little bit. Again, tried to make it quite accurate. I know the judges said it was accurate, but actually it wasn't as accurate as when I repeated the test. I felt I could have done with being a bit more accurate. Then we transitioned to medium walk at C, which we got 6 for. Needs more marching stride, shock horror. And then our worst again, HXF, changing the rein, free walk on the long rein. We got 5 for that. She has underlined regularity, purpose, relaxation, stretching forwards and down, ground cover, suppleness, and in the whole body. And she's just said C underlined because that's totally rubbish. Oh. Then at F, we're going to medium walk and turning down the centre line. We got 6 for that. Accurate onto the centre line, but walk not marching forward. Again, yep, we are not marching forward. And then at X, we're going for a halt, immobility, salute. Isn't bad, but we got quarters to the right in halt, which, as you can see, her right foot is just off the line a little bit. So, yeah, big pats for her. I was like, at least we got through it, you know. I will say that going off the other things for rhythm, we got 7. Suppleness 6.5, contact 6, and she has underlined works from behind. Rider's position 6, rider's results 6.5. She has said that there were times this little mare really showed her potential, when more forward and active showed pleasing rhythm in the trot, but as the test progressed, not working with forwardness and energy over the back and into the contact. I definitely agree with her for all of that, and that is exactly why I asked to go HC and repeat the test again. So thank you very much to the runners of that competition for allowing me to do that, and we shall move on to that test now. So here we are going again. I went away and worked on the bits I wasn't happy with, tried to get her going more forward, as you can see. Went to a little corner and worked on the things I wasn't happy with. This is me doing a practice centre line just because I knew that that was one of the things I wasn't happy with. And just using my stick, using my leg, trying to get her more forward and listening to me, having a little practice in that scary corner. And yeah, she's just going a lot nicer this time, and I just actually rode for once. It's funny what happens when you actually ride your horse, you know? You actually get some reasonable results. So, yep, ready to go. And we're off. So, my mum didn't realise we were starting, so we're off the centre line already. This centre line actually got us a 7.5. Accurate and straight entry. Could be a little more forward. Not surprised by that comment at all, but it was definitely better than before, so I was chuffed with that. Then we're doing our circling right 20 metres, which this time we got a 7 for. Maintaining rhythm, could have a little more right bend. Right bend she finds a little bit harder, which is funny because it's the one I find easier to ask for, but there we are. So yep, 7 for that. Then we're going to turn down the centre line again and transition to medium walk. I just think she looks a lot more forward and reasonably consistent. In this part we got a 6.5. Transition needs to be more through and positive. Fair enough. First 10 metre circle to the left, we got a 6. Again, that's just, we've just swapped these over, so this time I got a 6 for this side and a 6.5 for the other side. So she said, given we take should be inside rein, not outside. Oh, I didn't even realise I did that. That'll be why I got marked down. And then on the other side, we've got 6.5. Correct this rein, well shaped, must walk with purpose. I must have just given away my right hand both times. And again, she is kind of slower, but we upped this side and down the other side for giving away the wrong hand, silly lady. And then we're going to transition to working trot, which I will remind you we got a 5 for last time. And this time we got a 7, and she left no comment. Fluidity, balance, and contact's what they wanted. And then we transition to working trot and turn left. We got a 7 for that. Oh, I said that. Then we're circling left 20 metres on the other side. This time we got a 7 for that as well. Improving trot with more energy. And it does look better. Doesn't that look lovely? If I do say so myself. Then we're going to start our 3 loop serpentine, which we got 7.5 for this time. So basically I've upped a mark every time apart from that little circle. And I really worked on getting that serpentine a lot more accurate, which was great. And it definitely was more accurate, although judge didn't think so. So we got 7.5 for this serpentine, quietly ridden, just a little against the hand on the 3rd loop, which she was, and it was just because we're going towards the horses again, towards the car, away from the horses towards the car. Transitioning to medium walk, we got 6.5. Could march with more activity. I feel like it's Groundhog Day now. And then free walk on the long rein, another 5. Didn't improve that one. Needs to develop free walk, see directions, and she's underlined it all again. Nelly doesn't give a monkeys about free walk, apparently. So that is definitely the one we're working on as we go forward in dressage. And then we're going back to medium walk at F and turning down the centre line at A. We got 6.5 for this. Again, walk needs to be more active. Yeah, giving up the ghost. We also did hack to this competition, so that maybe wasn't the wisest idea. It's a bit of oomph. And then halt, immobility, salute. We've got 6. Unbalanced halt, wide behind. I don't think she's that wide behind, but maybe it looked worse from in front. Another big pats. It definitely felt like a much nicer test. She was listening a lot more, and I think she was a lot more consistent, which was good. So yes, all in all, I got 7 for rhythm, 6.5 for suppleness, 6.5 for contact, 7.5 for my rider's position that time, which was up a whole mark and a half, and 6.5 for rider's results. This is a lovely horse, ridden with sensitivity. Today showing rhythmic, pleasing strides, but not really swinging forward with energy, and tending to be a little lacking, I think it's meant to say, a little lacking in forward power. Much potential, which is all I need to hear. It was the first one, and that's all I need to hear. So really chuffed. see future debrief for our scores. That's me home after our dressage today. It was a bit of a mixed bag, if I'm honest, although I must say for our first time I couldn't really have asked for more. She was pretty good. Our warm-up was the most ropey. She was a bit on her toes when we were first arriving because there was loads of horses obviously, and she'd not been out to a pony party for a while. And it was our first competition together, and I don't think she's ever done dressage, so all new. Went in the warm-up, and I'm not joking, the minute I walked in, Nelly just lost it. And what she was doing made absolutely no sense. Like, she wasn't napping. At first I thought she was napping. I thought she was, when the horses were going past, she was like shaking her head and walking backwards, so I was like, oh, she's napping, I'll follow the horse for a bit just to get her used to the arena. Nope, wasn't napping. I didn't know if it was like the overall experience, so I stopped her, gave her a pat, told her to walk on. Then I thought maybe she just needs to get on with it and maybe she needs a job, so I tried to trot her on, and honestly I couldn't get her to go forward. She was going backwards, she was going sideways, she was shaking her head, threatening to rear, threatening to buck, and I honestly I did not know what was going on. None of it made sense. She wasn't listening to my aids, nothing. So at one point I did manage to, she was still dancing, but I did manage to get off. I asked someone to come close to me and stand still, and I managed to get off, thinking I'd lead her around on foot. And when I got off, there was a big, massive horsefly right in the middle of her head, right embedded. So I swiped that away. She calmed down. We had a walk on both reins all the way around the arena. She had a wee look, but it was totally fine. Got back on the mountain block, went into their warm-up, trotted to warm up, and it was all fine. So I think there must have been, literally as we went in, there must have been horsefly land on her, because I thought it was just her being in the arena, but turns out it wasn't. So that was a shame. Poor her. Everyone thought it was an absolute riot. Everyone was like, who's this girl turning up with her horses out of control? We had been given a time, but they were just running it in the order, open order of the order of arrival. So unfortunately I think we overcooked her a little bit. She was going really nicely, and then she kind of got a bit the opposite direction where she was almost too settled in and going lacking in impulsion, which I guess isn't a bad thing for our first event, but I could have done with going in the warm-up, leaving the warm-up about 10 minutes earlier than I did. So when we went in for our tests, she was a little bit lacklustre, needing a little bit more leg than I would have liked. I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like when I ride dressage, I am concentrating so much on the test that I forget I need to ride it. Did anyone else do that? So for our first test, we scored a 60.22. I don't know how many it was out of, but that actually scored us 4th place. However, when I came out of the arena, the runner of the competition offered me the opportunity to go again as HC. She was like, now you know what you can do, what you can ask of her. She was fine. She had a little spook in the corner of some white box that they kindly moved for me. So she was like, do you want me just to ask if you can go again, pay to go again? So I did. So our second test, we actually did a lot better. We actually got a 63.9. So I don't know what first place got, but we went up by almost 4%. So who knows? Room to improve, but that was obvious. Definitely we went better than I thought. So onwards and upwards for us. If you liked this video, please comment, like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. I have got an instructor, but any constructive criticism I'm fine with that. And yeah, please subscribe to see more of our journey. Sorry that Heather's not in this video. Probably missed her lovely face. Had to just look at me the whole time. And we'll see you next time with another video.